Good afternoon, guys. So today we are going to recap the first class. Okay. So first class in the sense, just a minute. My paint is not working properly. Yeah. So today we are going to discuss about the VMware introduction. Okay. So before going to discuss about VMware introduction, I wanted to brief you about what is operating system. Okay. In fact, what are the resources and types of servers? So I hope you guys know, Karthik and Sohail, we have multiple operating systems. What are they? Any idea? I wanted to hear something from you guys. So again, I'm telling Sohail and I mean to
First,
to everyone, I'm not a trainer. Okay, I'm like a senior to you people. I'm going to explain about the things what I know. Okay, so if you guys have any idea about what is operating system, you guys can let me know.
like Windows, Ubuntu.
Windows, Ubuntu, etc. Correct.
Yeah.
So here, I wanted to say what exactly OS will do with operating computer. See, if I take one computer with me, okay, this is one computer. Okay, so in this computer, we have resources. Remember, guys, resources nothing but RAM,
CPU and hard disk.
CPU, yes, and hard disk. Okay, so I have in my computer around 8 GB RAM, i5 processor, and i5 processor and 1 TB hard disk I have. So if you wanted to work in this computer, what do you need? Take an example. We have, like, we are humans. Just assume that our body is a computer, right? So we have resources in our body, such as brain, eyes, ears, heart, liver, kidney, all. If those organs wanted to work, what is the main mediator? What is the main mediator? You will, if your hand hurted, you will get pain. How? How you will get to know? Because of brain, right? Brain is the main source which will take a call for each and every action within our body. In fact, in computer, these are all the resources. These are all the resources. Okay. Computer cannot understand human language, guys. It cannot understand human language. So there should be a mediator between human and computer. Computer always, computer always understand computer language that is called binary language. Okay, so it cannot understand human language. So someone should be there who can convert our language into computer language that is called binary language. Okay, so operating system is the main mediator between human and computer. He is the main guy who will take human inputs and it will work with computer resources and it will help us to show the output. I hope you guys understood what is operating system. Clear?
Yeah, yeah, we got it.
Okay. And now, so what is RAM? What do you mean by RAM? What do you
Like
mean?
random access memory.
So correct. What it does exactly? What CPU does?
Mm.
See, here I'm just opening my taskbar. Okay. Let me open my taskbar. See, task manager, I opened. So in my computer, how many applications I opened? Can you tell me, guys? How many applications? You can see here apps. See, I opened Google Chrome. This is an app. Zoom, this is one app. Paint also application. Of course, Task Manager also application. So to run any application, that application need temporary memory to run.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. So to run one application, sorry, Suhel, just getting some noise. That's the reason I just muted. Whenever I am asking question, you just speak out. Okay. Please don't mind. So to run an application, we need temporary space. Okay. Just a minute, guys. Okay. Sorry to interrupt. To run an application, you are seeing, right? Memory. So to run Google Chrome, in my computer, 8 GB is there already. From that 8 GB, 138 MB is used by Google Chrome. Like that, if you will use 8 GB, what will happen? Hmm? In your mobile,
Yeah,
if you will open multiple
then
applications, if you are not closing, probably your system will run very slowly, right?
very slow. Yeah,
Yeah. So, yeah, I just wanted to make it clear is RAM is the main resource which will help applications to run in a very good way.
yeah, right.
If we don't have enough RAM, so probably applications will run very slowly. Okay.
Very slow.
So yeah. So once the application is allocated with the temporary RAM, probably the CPU will do the process. That is the main functionality of RAM and CPU. And another one, hard disk. You guys know ROM. Okay. So whatever the applications you are using, on top of those applications, if you wanted to save some data, that data you guys will store in this hard disk. Okay. So here I just cleared what is the operating system and what are the resources and what are the main functionalities of resources and operating system. I hope so far is that clear, guys?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. And now coming to the point, I'm just taking an example. Karthik, are you with me?
Yes, Swami.
Okay. Okay. Just here, you guys need to. I'm just pointing out Suhal and Karthik why because you guys are new for me. That's why. Okay. Just be with me now. I'm just going to give one question to you guys. And now, take an example. SBI, one of the biggest financial company, government-based company in our India. So I have my SBI account from 2012. Now, if I am going to SBI, if I will ask them, I need 2019 August or September bank statement, will they give or not?
Yeah, they can able to.
They can give, right?
Yes.
So I'm just taking a round figure. Probably I think some around 50 crore accounts will be there, account holders. I'm just assuming. Just think 50 crore accounts data, how much data it will be? It will be, you guys know, right? KB, data will store in KB, then MB, then GB, then TB,
TB,
then PB, petabyte. Just remember,
petabyte.
just remember, it's more than petabytes, multiple petabytes. To keep this data in one computer, is that possible?
No, it's not possible. It should be in cloud.
Yeah. So keeping in small computers also, it's not possible, guys. Here I wanted to say we have two type of operating systems. One is personal and one is server based operating system. Personal means we have Windows, any operating system. When it comes to the server applications, like server operating system is nothing but to run a business applications like SBA application, ICICI application, Google application, Facebook application. These applications we can't run on personal operating system. You may get a doubt. We are using Google Chrome in my computer. My computer also having personal operating system, Windows 11. That is not the case. We are just running that application. That application is running from one computer. We are just accessing that, right? Some Google application is nothing but that Google have some space, that Google has some data where it's stored already in multiple computers. We are just accessing from our computer. To run this application in these business servers, we need server-based operating systems. That's what I am trying to say. We have two type of operating systems, personal and server. When it comes to the server, in Windows also, we do have server OS from 2008 to till date. Looks like same, like personal operating system only, but it has more capability to run the business applications. Okay, so now we came to know that, of course, we have another server operating systems. Those are Linux. Linux, any Linux operating system such as Red Hat, Ubuntu, Solaris, SUSE, these all are Linux flavored operating systems. So now we came to know that we can't run business applications in our personal operating system. We need server operating system. So in the same manner, we have different type of personal computers. Those are personal and evolution computers. Personal computers means our laptops, our portable computers. These all are our personal computers. When it comes to the evolution, we know we have main computer providers, Dell, HP, and some other. So how we are getting personal computers from Dell and HP? In the same way, they are purchasing, they are selling their evolution computers also. Okay. So far, is that clear, guys?
Yes,
And
it's
now,
clear.
and now, you people started one company. Yeah. And you guys started one company, banking company. And you wanted to store your banking data in cloud. So what you will do? You will approach Dell or HP. So you will say, I have around some 70 employees. They need to work securely. Why? Because these are financial related data. So when they approached Dell, when they approached HP, So they will give a project. This much you guys need to pay to us so that we will provide you the cloud product. So this A company, they will decide who is quoting less amount. According to that, they will go with the company. So assume that Dell got that project and they suggested to take purchase two evolution computers. So each computer have from 50 GB RAM, 16 CPUs, 200 GB, not 200, 1 TB hard disk, two servers. So here we have VMware. VMware is nothing but it's a virtual solution, virtual product, which will, just a minute, guys. So VMware is nothing but it's a company. It has VMware's own solution that is called VSP here. This is the solution name. In these solutions, it has three components, major components. First one is ESXi. Another one is vCenter. Another one is VM. So here, this ESXi is nothing but it's a operating system, and it will virtualize the virtual physical resources. Okay, it virtualize the physical resources. When you will install this operating system on these two servers, you will get ESXi. So here we have 50 GB RAM, 16 CPUs, 1 TB RAM, 1 TB hard disk. When you will install ESXi, you can see the same resources here. Why? Because it will virtualize the resources. So what is the difference between virtual and physical? So once we install the ESXi, here we will create 135 virtual computers. Here we will create 135 the virtual computers. And as per customer requirement, we will install Windows operating system here also. 35, 35, 70 virtual computers. These virtual computers we can see and we can work, but we can't touch. Why? Because these are virtual computers. How these virtual machines will computers will work? So we have here 50 GB RAM, right? So this ESXi will help these physical resources to split. When these resources are laying on physical server, we can't split. But when you install this ESXi on top of this physical server, so you will get a feature to split the resources so that you can allocate small RAM to each and every computer, small CPU for each computer, small hard disk for each computer, and you can hand over to company. So these 70 employees, what they will do, they will open their laptop. From there, they will access these virtual computers remotely, and they will work on these computers. Whatever the data is storing on these computers, that data will be secured and managed by VMware infrastructure engineers like us. Okay, so our daily day-to-day activities are, once we logging in, we need to check any physical, any hardware issues are there. ESXIs are working fine. Virtual machines are working fine. Sometimes customer will ask for new computers, virtual computers. We will create them. Sometimes they will ask one computer having 2 GB RAM. That is not enough. Please increase to 4 GB. So we need to increase that. And every 3 months once this ESXi will get updates, like how our mobiles will get the updates, like in the same manner this ESXi also will get updates. We will update them. If any hardware failures are there, we will fix them. Okay, these are all the VMware administrator engineer will do in day-to-day basis. I hope this is clear for you guys, and if you guys have any doubts, please let me know. And here I just explained ESXi. As I told you, it's an operating system. We call it as hypervisor also. I will tell you a very simple example. What do you mean by bike? A bike is nothing but objective, right? It's an objective, right? We have multiple bikes like Hero bikes, TVS bikes, Royal Enfield bikes. Bike, what it will do usually, it will take us from one place to another place. See, this objective main functionality is to carry passenger from one place to another place. Correct, guys?
Yes.
Correct, right? So, in fact, hypervisor is nothing but which will virtualize the physical resources into virtual layer. So, our VMware hypervisor name is ESXi. That's it, simple. I explained, right? If this physical server having some hard disk, RAM, CPU, when you install this ESXi, these physical resources, RAM, CPU, hard disk will virtualize and we can able to see from ESXi. So that from this ESXi, we will create small computer. So in interview, they will ask you guys, what is hypervisor? Hypervisor is nothing but which will convert physical resources into virtual layer. That is called hypervisor. VMware hypervisor is nothing but ESXi. We have competitors also. So the competitors like Microsoft have their hypervisor name is called Hyper-V. Oracle have their hypervisor called OVM. Okay, like so many we have. We just need here. In hypervisors, two type of hypervisors we have: bare metal hypervisor and hosted hypervisor. Bare metal hypervisor is nothing but ESXi. Bare metal. So when we have physical server, like without operating system, with RAM, CPU, hard disk, if you'll install that ESXi, that is called bare metal. Hosted means some operating system will be there. On top of that, you will run that hypervisor. This hosted hypervisor example called VMware Workstation. I do have that VMware Workstation in my computer. Since my computer have, not have my computer has Windows operating system already. So here, if you are saying this is called VMware Workstation. In my computer already 8 GB RAM, i5 processor, along with the 250 GB hard disk is there. So this is VMware Workstation. This is the example for hosted infra hypervisor. So this will use only for practicing purpose. In upcoming classes, you guys will get to know. And when it comes to the VMware, you guys no need to know the coding technology. You may use some 10 to 15 commands whenever they need it. And those commands already I have, those all are documented. Okay? Those all are documented. So these are all the ESXi commands. I do have. I will provide you these commands. Whenever they need it, you guys will just go through and you will run that command. I will make you to know how to run and how to use those commands. Apart that, you are not going to use any scripting technology, knowledge. I hope it's clear.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you guys have,
Right.
if you guys have any doubts, you guys can ask me.
అది సంబంధం ఇప్పుడు మీరు VMware సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఓపెన్ చేసినప్పుడు i5 ప్రాసెసర్ అని అన్నారు. అంటే ఎనీ స్పెసిఫిక్ ప్రాసెసర్ ఉండాలా లేకపోతే ఎన్ని
Practice to do the practice, we need i5 processor and minimum 8 GB RAM. And only for the installation purpose, but I will help you to do the practice on it. You will not get 99% for the installation procedure. Why? Because whichever company you are going to join, there will be a huge infrastructure and you will go there and you will monitor and you will maintain the infrastructure. Rarely you guys will get an opportunity to install the ESXi's. Okay. But I do have
Can we
the,
able to?
mm,
Yes, can we able to do real time? I mean, like partially, not.
yes, we do have Lab, I will provide you the lab, 80% lab, except ESXi installation, vCenter installations. Remaining everything you guys can able to do. That
Like
is that is lab. I will give you the tasks every day once we are
changes and like incidents we can able to handle.
yes, see my trainings, this is my 19th training. Okay. My
Okay.
students are placed into all MNCs around 112 people with count. Okay.
Okay.
So you guys no need to
Like HA, DRS,
uh,
and fault tolerance and all that
everything,
we can able to.
everything, everything,
Okay.
everything I will cover. If
Okay.
anything is not covering, you guys can point
Mm-hmm.
out me. I'm here to explain you guys.
Okay.
This is my training material which I'm opening now. See, this is my training material. Everything will cover history, ESXi installation, and these are all the major parts. And you are saying about HA and DRS, everything will cover.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so my trainings would be like I'll say the training, I'll allow you to do the practice, and I'll give time to clear the doubts. And last 10 days, I will take real-time sessions. Like I will introduce and I will show the real-time infrastructure, how it looks like, and how we used to get the tickets. Tickets are there like incidents, changes, requests, problem tickets, according to ITIL process, how and how we need to manage those tickets and how to close them. I will let you know, guys. And in real time, major critical activities frequently we used to get some incidents, right? So I will show you how those incidents looks like, and in real time, how when we get that incident, how that particular server will react, and how we need to do the workaround. Everything I will explain. This is the overall overview of my training methodology. I don't run behind the time. So usually I just mention 45 days, and it may go to another, it may extend 5 to 10 days also. But my concern is you guys have to crack the interview. And if you guys are getting job during your interviews, I will be there. I'll introduce my friends who can help you to clear your doubts also. Okay. So this is all about the overview. If you guys have any doubts, you guys can ask me. Otherwise, yeah, we can just discuss from today, and we can connect from post Ramzan.
Okay. Sure.
Mm. Is that
Thank you.
clear? Is that clear, Sohail?
Yeah.
Karthik?
Yeah. I got it.
Mhm.
Clear, Saman.
Clear, sir.
One more thing.
Mm.
Uh, Sometimes related to network, do we get the knowledge from you?
What do you mean by like exactly?